What's going on, everybody? This is Alvin J, the most passionate non-doctor on the internet. And I have to right away start to thank Pat M for giving me this particular episode and for giving me the idea about what we're going to talk about today, which is IBS, Irritable Bowel Syndrome. And that syndrome is causing havoc in people's lives, you know? But on a lighter note, do you guys like the tie, okay? Now, I don't mean to make fun of anybody who is doing or has IBS because it's a serious condition and it does have something to do with nerves, and that's what I believe all it has to do with. But you guys will see, as you can see right now, we're in a slightly different venue. And since we're talking about the large intestine mostly, well, I thought we would come to the room where all that food goes through that large intestine, which is my kitchen. So, in case you guys didn't know, a course is coming up in the next week or so. No, actually, it's going to be a couple weeks. But the course is coming up, and that's going to be available for you guys to get at a severely unbelievable, rock bottom, blow your mind price. Okay, it's going to be cheap, but it's going to be at a low price, and what I'm going to do is, the only condition for you doing it at the low price is if I can get a video testimonial from you saying how the course helped you after you've gone through it. And I guarantee it's going to be worth it. Okay, so let's move on here and talk about this thing. Now, I scouted some of the most popular medical blogs online, and I've come to one that you guys might have heard of. It's called the Mayo Clinic. I know, I was trying to think of it. I was going to say WebMD, but that was wrong. Mayo Clinic. Now, on the Mayo Clinic website, which I have right here, what I'm going to do is read to you a couple of passages and see where we're going wrong at listening to this traditional nonsense as far as medical procedures, because it seems like it's all concocted to lead you down a path of medication, surgery, managing the symptoms for the rest of your life. You know what that means, right? Money. Okay, so nothing wrong with it as far as getting rid of it. If you want to manage it for the rest of your life, this is not the video for you. You should turn this off right now and go to your doctor and let him mess you up a little bit more. But for those of you who want to cure this or get rid of it naturally, because on their site there says there is no cure, it says lifetime management. So what you want to do is, I'm talking about a cure, they're talking about managing for the rest of your life. Which one do you want to do? Make your decision, and now that you have, and you're staying, right? What I want you to do is, now we're going to show you the real reason. Now, let me read this to you, because I'm going to read it word for word just so you can see it, okay? Now, it says, Irritable Bowel Syndrome is a common disorder that affects the large intestine. Signs and symptoms include cramping, abdominal pain, bloating, gas, and diarrhea, or constipation, or both. IBS is a chronic condition that you'll need to manage long term. That means that there's no quick way to get rid of it, and I'm telling you exactly the opposite. There is a quick way to get rid of it. Now, I'm going to tell you guys just a little story before I give you the remedy for this. Now, there was a young lady who was in my class whose name shall remain anonymous. She actually got up and ran out of my classroom, and I had no idea why she did it. Okay, I'm thinking she's just being disrespectful. I'm thinking she's running out of the classroom to talk to somebody on her cell phone so she doesn't have to sit through the class. So so one day, after she's done this about 3 times, because, you know, I'm not one to just pry into anybody's business, but well, you're disrupting the class. You're running out of here like a maniac. I want to know, what is the problem with you interrupting the rest of these students' education the way you are? And she looks down in an embarrassed way, and I thought, oh my goodness, I probably talked to her too harshly. I'm not trying to, you know, say that you're a bad person or saying that you're a bad student. I'm just wondering, why are you running out of the classroom? And so she finally looks up at me and she says, I have IBS. I said, oh, I did not know, and I apologized. Now, I had to apologize because I didn't know, because nobody gave me a medical slip saying that she had this particular condition and she would be getting up to leave the classroom for a medical condition. So I was a little kind of embarrassed that I kind of yelled at her, making her feel like she did something wrong, and for that I did apologize, like I said. But it's very, I guess, personal thing, and you don't want to share that with just anybody. So These are some of the symptoms that you might have according to the website, and these are true real life, depending on who you talk to, who has it, either a mild case, a moderate case, or a severe case. Now, these are some of the symptoms here. They're real quick. Let me read them to you here. It says abdominal pain, cramping, bloating, excess gas, diarrhea or constipation, and mucus in the stool, meaning it comes out really easily. And when you have mucus going through the stool, the mucus is supposed to be digested. It helps with digestion. So if you can see the mucus, it's undigested, meaning that it's moving through your tract a lot faster than it's supposed to. Now, we got to see on the site what they tell us to do for this. Now, I'm very intrigued to see what they have to say now and see what they think are the causes. Now, let me see here. Muscle contractions in the intestines. Duh. Nervous system. You think? Inflammation in the intestines. Severe infection. Changes in bacteria in the gut or the microflora. Okay, now when we're talking about these particular causes, it's all stemming from the same thing. Your nerves are being broken down for whatever reason, and it's causing your large intestine to spasm. When it does, the feces or broken down partial feces will move through the system a lot quicker because you have no control now over the intestinal system. So when it contracts all at once, it's coming out. You got like 20 seconds to a minute to get to a toilet. There ain't no such thing as holding it, okay? So don't worry about trying to stop somebody and talk to them if they have IBS. Get out of the way and just leave them be until they come back and they've remedied their problem, because it usually lasts a few minutes after because it's still spasming. Now, all of this is fancy language to build up a website to make it seem like there can be a whole bunch of things that contribute to this. What I'm here to tell you, it's one simple thing. The fat or omega-3 fat that's wrapped around your nerve cells are breaking down, and when they do, they touch or they malfunction, causing unnecessary or unwanted contractions of whatever they're attached to. It can be muscles, all right, that happens in Tourette's. This case, it just happens to be your intestine being your large intestine, causing IBS. Now, is there a way to fix that? Of course, you don't have to lifetime manage anything to do that. Now, this is what I'm going to tell you to do, okay? And I'm going to tell you the right thing to do. But I'm going to go down here to something where it says prevention on their website. Now, let me give you their steps for doing this, okay? Now, it says you should consider counseling. Biofeedback, okay? So just pay attention to what your body is doing. Progressive relaxation exercises. Okay, so it means to exercise your Kegel muscle. So squeeze and then relax. Squeeze and then relax. Now, what that's going to do to get rid of a viral infection or the unraveling of your fat around cells, I have no idea. But obviously, they've got some touchy-feely people on here who believe that will work. Now, that'll work for almost any condition that you do as far as contracting and relaxing muscles for a minute. Very, very short term, like minutes, and then it's going to come right back. You haven't solved anything. That's what they mean by that lifetime treatment. And then it says mindfulness training, meaning training you how to get to the restroom faster. Now, notice it didn't say anything about reversal. It didn't say anything about a cure. It didn't say anything about getting rid of IBS. It just says to manage it long term. Now, let me steer you through the cornfield of BS, and let's get to the real cure for your IBS. This is what you do. You need omega-3 fats to rebuild the sheath around your cells. You have to make sure that your cells are healthy, because some of those microflora, those good bacteria that they were talking about, those bacteria are actually what are raveling around your nerve cells. I went over them in another cells. I believe they're called oligodendrocytes. I get them mixed up sometimes, but I believe that's the correct one. And it wraps around your neurons, and coincidentally, if you lose the fat around your neurons, you also lose electrical conduction, or you get sporadic conduction, thus spasming of the large intestine. You see, if you put that fat back, and you have the cells that are designed to put that fat back, and they're all healthy and in good order, guess what? The disease reverses itself, and you no longer have IBS. It's not like herpes where it stays in your system and it's dormant and it can be activated at any time. It's a condition, meaning that once you get rid of the condition, you don't have it anymore. So don't say it's my IBS. Don't say I have a condition. Don't say my irritable bowel syndrome. I want you to say that condition so that you don't have a possessive feeling or possessive attachment to it, and you can get rid of it. Okay? Now, this is what you do. I need you to take an omega-3 fats. That could be a pill in a fish oil, a supplement, no pills, supplement in a fish oil. You can do, I got one right here. Look at this. This is a good thing about being in the kitchen. Take a look at this. What is this thing here? It's called an avocado, one of my favorite omega-3 fats. And what else do we have for you as far as omega-3s? Wait, I think I can find one. Hold on, just a second. I got some here. Take a look. Now, we also have nuts, and not just any nuts. Take a look. Can you see that from the assorted nuts? Okay, all different kinds. We got cashews in there, Brazil nuts, pecans, cashews. All right, so all of my favorite things. Now, those are good ways to get omega-3 fats back into your system. However, we need to incorporate them quickly, and that's why I'm going to take you to something called, hold on, something called a cofactor. Now, this thing here is, these are the most powerful things that you can put, and I'm going to flip it around so you can see it. These are called systemic enzymes. And these are the kind of cofactors you need to incorporate those omega-3 fats back into your system more quickly so that you can recover right away. In most cases of IBS, if you take it and you just correct or clean up your diet, you can do that in a couple of months, 2-3 months, boom, your IBS is gone. But if you incorporate the cofactors, this one is called ProOneZyme, okay? Yes, that's the one I use. All right, now, does wonders for getting rid of your IBS because these conditions need to be handled and handled quickly. Because some of you, you're dealing with a decreased quality of life. Some of you are even changing your entire lifestyle to deal with a condition you don't have to be dealing with. And if you go to the online and you go to websites like this and you let them talk you into a lifetime of treatment because you believe they know what they're talking about. Now, I don't doubt that they're smart people, but I do doubt that they have your health at the forefront of any treatment that they give you. Okay? So, I'm going to tell you, IBS can be cured. It can be cured quickly, gotten rid of completely. All you have to do is follow some simple steps. Gather some of these omega-3 fats that I'm talking about. Put the cofactors with it and see within 3 to 4 weeks instead of 2 to 3 months, won't your IBS subside? Won't it go away a little bit? Now, I'm going to add a little something to that on the end, and I always do. That I'm going to also advocate that before you do any of this, so that you can absorb it, so that you can put it into your body, so it can go to the right places and be installed, I want you to do a saline wash to get clean out your colon, because there's no use in taking your omega-3 fats, chewing them up, sending them through your system, and you can't absorb them. Okay? So you need to have a flushed, cleaned colon. Now, for those of you who want to do it hardcore, I suggest the salt saline solution, all right? Pink Himalayan sea salt in purified water, all right? I just did it yesterday. Feels lovely. Lovely. Absolutely. Okay, now, when you actually catch up with this also, anything that you put into your body, it has to be able to be absorbed. So, this right here, who would have thought this is the cure to IBS? Huh? I mean, what? Are you serious? So don't believe what everybody tells you about long-term management. Your body is designed to heal itself. All you have to do is cleanse it and get out of the way, and it, just like if you went to a hospital, will do the rest. You see, there's nothing they can put in your body to fix it. all they can do is mask symptoms. They can't fix problems. I'm not going to go on a rant because I really want to. But that's it. All right, so Pat M., I am extremely grateful for you bringing up the topic, even though I know it was a long time ago. But Pat, I've been traveling, I've been helping people, I've been talking to people, and guess what? I am going to be putting out this very special course that I'm almost finished with. So it's going to be up. I'm going to do a complete launch for it. We're going to be doing, in the next coming weeks, you guys are going to see a lot of stuff from me. And I know it might look like I'm trying to sell the hell out of it. And I am. But I'm doing that only for one reason. And that is to make people's lives better. You think I do something for money? You're crazy. Or I would never do a free video. I would charge for everything and I would just go online, because that's possible. You can do that. All right, all you have to do is target on Facebook and you can get all the people that you want to buy your stuff. But I don't do that because I want to help as many people as possible. And if I just so happen to come out and sell something, so what? I'm going to do it and I'm going to help a lot of people. And I guarantee from all of the comments that you guys read under these videos, it's going to be good and it's going to be big. All right, one of my goals in life is to end metabolic disease for those who want it ended. Now, some people are attached to the system. I can't help them, okay? If they want to do what they want to do, fine, that's all right with me. However, I want to help those who want to help themselves. So I'm going to put the information out there. I'm going to see how many people it helps. And remember, if you don't get it, it was your fault. I gave you the opportunity at a severely reduced cost so that you could get rid of your cancer. That's what the course is about, getting rid of your cancer. I don't care what kind it is. It can be, and it could have metastasized. It could be stage 4. It can be pancreatic, okay? It can be a liver disease. It can be bone cancer. It can be any kind you can think of, skin cancer. I'm going to show you how to eradicate it. I'm going to give you the visual, step-by-step routine and blueprint to make that happen inside of a course that has all the videos laid out for you. What to do, when to do it, how to do it. Sound good? All right, I'll see you on the next video. See you guys later. It was a pleasure to see you again, and I'm going to be coming to you guys with more videos more often. This is Alvin J, the most passionate non-doctor on the internet, coming to you from the kitchen this time. I'll see you later. Talk to you. Peace.